Food Genius is a business built from a question most of us ask every day. What should I eat? Justin Massa used his background working with data for nonprofits and last year created what he could not find, an app that not only answered the question, what should I eat, but also would help the more than $1 trillion a year food industry better learn about consumer behavior when it comes to dining out.
There's nothing in dining out that works like a lot of the other services that we have. So with music, you've got iTunes, and it watches what you buy and gets smarter and makes good suggestions. With Netflix and movies, it watches what you watch and how you rate them and gets smarter and makes suggestions. Amazon does the same thing with books, but nothing does that for dishes.
So he fires up Food Genius on his desktop, tablet, or phone.
While participating in the Accelerate Labs incubator program this summer, Food Genius launched its app here in Chicago and will soon go nationwide with it. More than 200,000 restaurants, 11.6 million dishes. Users can add dishes to a favorites list, even share them with friends. As they eat and rate more dishes, Food Genius learns more about what users like and makes recommendations. To do that well, Food Genius has to essentially digitize the dish, taking each ingredient, preparation, and other variables to figure out a so-called taste profile.
So talk to me about these pulled pork nachos here and how you can monetize them.
Sure. So I think the big distinction between Food Genius and everyone else is that for most people, this dish is kind of 3 data points. It has black beans on it. This has chips. So we know those chips have corn in them, that they're fried, that they're crunchy. It has pulled pork. So we know the pulled pork has brown sugar and molasses, and it's pork, and pork is meat, and so it's not vegetarian. It's got jalapenos on it. It's got scallions. Scallion is actually a really great example. So, you can call them scallions, green onions, onion tops, spring onions. We normalize everything, so it's just one term, scallions. It's got sour cream, which has dairy in it, so it's in the family of milk, and it's related to these other things. So the value for Food Genius really comes from understanding what's in and about the dish, and then watching who eats this dish, and then what else do they eat over time, and how do they think about those things in comparison to one another. Is one thing really great and one thing horrible? Do they like everything equally? Are they eating different things at different times? Kind of what other variables impact the food decisions that they make? And it's by having insight into the consumer behavior plus knowing exactly what's in and about the dish that we derive all the value.
Fast-growing Grubhub recently signed on as a partner. Food Genius users can place an order through Grubhub for a dish with just a click of a mouse. Grubhub co-founder and CEO Matt Maloney says Massa is doing well what others have tried to do before.
Food Genius is more like Pandora, where you say specific things that you like, in Pandora's case about music, and Food Genius about food. I like this type of dish. And then Justin's able to go back to the database, the Food Genius database, and bring forward dishes that you specifically would probably like given the information they have. And so obviously as Food Genius gets more information about you and your likes and your tastes, literally, they're going to be able to provide better recommendations, and it's only going to optimize over time, which is the exciting part, I think.
Massa is hoping for more partnerships like that and more funding to grow Food Genius. He's about a third of the way toward his goal of raising between $700,000 and $1 million.
What's the plan for the blog makeover?
The company has yet to book any revenue, and their financial model is still a work in progress. But Massa is talking to a data broker and potential clients about developing custom reports. They could range anywhere from $30,000 to up to 10 times that annually for detailed weekly files with very specific information.
Right now, the restaurant industry makes decisions based on its gut, and I think the data shows that making decisions based on your gut has not worked well for the restaurant industry. We'll be able to deliver custom flat files to people. They can kind of drag and drop into whatever dashboards they're currently using internally to help them understand food trends at a very granular level. So down to the zip code, demographic category, ingredient level, giving them unparalleled insight.
While they plan to charge for their custom data reports before the end of October, Food Genius will also offer their data for free, launching an application programming interface, a way for others to use the information however they want. For example, to create an app for diabetics.
So the goal is to collect as much data as we possibly can to really understand who's eating what, where, when, and how does their behavior change over time. If we can build up that data, I think it holds incredible value to get to that point where it's that magical experience of, wow, they knew what I wanted to eat before I knew what I wanted to eat. So we want to get to that magical experience.